as our Honorable Minister, Mr. Gadkari also said, we have to go for the EVs and all. So we are going for the renewable energy also. That is a very exciting prospect.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, a podcast series by the Directors Institute World Council of Directors. I am Rajesh Joshi, and today we have the privilege of speaking with a remarkable leader in the field of oil and gas operations. With over 34 years of dedicated service at ONGC, India's premier exploration and production company, Mr. Raj Shekhar Mishra has made profound contributions to offshore and onshore operations. As General Manager Production, his career encompasses managing India's largest sour gas field, overseeing rigorous safety protocols, optimizing supply chains, and pioneering innovations in infrastructure maintenance and corrosion treatment. Thank you for being here, Mr. Mishra. Welcome to FaceTime with Leaders. Mr. Mishra, to start this conversation, with over 3 decades at ONGC, you've had a front row seat to the evolution of the oil and gas industry, witnessing firsthand the advancements and challenges that have shaped it. Looking back, what would you say were some of the most defining moments in your journey? The experiences that prepared you for the role of general manager and influenced your approach to leadership and operations?
Thank you, sir, for giving me an opportunity for this interview. I joined ONGC on 27th August 1990. So I have more than 34 years of experience. I joined an offshore platform. This was basically a 14 days on and offshore. And I was joined at BPA platform. That is the biggest sour gas field in Asia. So there we do the gas comes from the well, and that is processed and sent to the Hazira Bijapur pipeline. So it is sent to Hazira, our own plant at onshore. From there, it is processed and then GAL takes it. So it was itself a biggest challenge to work under sour gas. Means that H2S is there. So we have to be aware of the safety concerns of the hydrogen sulfide also. So we used to work in that environment also. So I worked there as process engineer, initially as AEE, Assistant Executive Engineer Production. So 4 years I worked there. And then I got transferred to our headquarters in Dehradun. I worked there in management support group and in the office of director offshore as in the technical cell, making this data analysis at all, in the inventory of wells and well workover analysis, all those things. I worked there for 10 years. Then we had this 3 years mandatory in Assam. That is our ONGC has the government has the policy that we have to work for minimum 3 years in Assam, Northeast. So that itself was a challenge to work. But my big challenge was there when I joined in IMR section. This is a very critical section of ONGC, inspection, maintenance, and repairs. That is, we maintain the subsea structures like pipelines and offshore jackets. You have seen that platforms from where this oil platforms, there's oil and production takes place. So we have got diving vessels, which are known as diving support vessels, multi-purpose support vessels. Divers go into the sea, they repair it, they do the structure and this inspection of the jackets, and then we get the certificate from third party. So that is instead planning of the job, leakage of the pipeline, structural repair. This is very fascinating and very critical. So it's a unique in nature. Very few people in ONGC are, this is specialized job. Basically, I have got around 1/3 of my career I spent into it. So from 2011 to 2021. Then I was posted to OVL for a brief period. I was, based on my experience, that environment, that Exxon Mobil, which was exiting from Sakhalin. So they took the interview. I got selected as integrity advisor to basically for offshore structures over there, onshore structures. But however, due to the geopolitical situation, I was not posted. I was posted to the office. Currently, I'm in the managing the supply chain. I'm looking at the logistics operation. We have a group called Offshore Logistics. We saw daily, we have to maintain the supply chain management to see the sailing of the vessels, and maintain the supply chain like that. But my biggest challenge was to oversee that offshore structures, repair, structural analysis, all those things.
Great. It is Absolutely fascinating. As you rightly said, I mean, the experience itself, and very handful of people actually get to have that experience in ONGC. That's really fascinating, and it's inspiring, sir, to
Yes.
hear how those experiences shaped your path and leadership approach, resulting into the new assignment that you're into. Managing operations on the BPA SAR gas platform in South Basin, one of India's largest and most challenging SAR gas fields, must have been a demanding experience. Could you share some of the unique challenges you faced in that role and how navigating those complexities helped shape your approach to future leadership responsibilities?
Yeah, so that was my initial years in ONGC. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know anything about this gas field or basically what ONGC does. So very first day, we didn't get any training. We were just landed by helicopter onto the offshore platform, that is Bassein Process Platform, BPA. At that time, it was though the field was big, pressures were
Mm-hmm.
high, and there was only unmanned. Now it has developed like anything. Many unmanned have come up over there, and pressure has got down, more challenge because we have installed, got compressor, booster compressor. At that time, we have to go by helicopter to the unmanned field. Sometimes well will get close. We were like very young, enthusiastic, and energetic. If,
Mm-hmm.
I had to stay on an unmanned platform whole night. A shutdown took
Okay.
2 days. So we have to maintain that supply of the gas. Otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
shutdown will result in the shutdown of Hajira plant also in the downstream. So
Right.
itself it was challenge, learning experience basically. Sour gas field itself working in a. I remember once that at that time leakage of gas took place. So we have
Uh-huh.
by wearing this safety appliances, breathing apparatus, rush in a body system,
Uh-huh.
do that and repair that flow arm of the well. So itself is
Wow.
challenging. I still remember those things. So that is
Wow.
up to this level. Now presently we have to just manage at some managerial level. Initially we worked by on my own, we were own hand, we used to spanner and all those things we have done that. So it was quite challenging. We used to go to the boat, buy this basket, personal basket jacket from one
Uh-huh.
platform to that platform. Suppose helicopter was not there. That was quite challenging environment. That is why we are known as energy soldiers.
Okay, okay. Wow.
In the wartime soldiers, we have energy soldiers. In ONGC, there are only two upstream companies in India,
Mhm.
government sector, ONGC and Oil India Limited. Oil India Limited is restricted to Northeast. Now
Okay,
Reliance has also come into it.
right.
We have now we have ventured into deepwater. Present our CMD, Mr. He is very enthusiastic, energetic, Mr. Arun Kumar Singh. So we
Mhm.
are developing in this Krishna Godavari field.
Right, right.
Bassein field has also expanded. Like it was developed in 87. I joined in 90. It was new field. The pressure
Mhm.
come down, the booster compressor installed. So it was expanded like anything.
Wow.
I still
Fantastic,
remember, I still
fantastic.
remember those days. It was basically
Super.
extension of the, you can say, hostel life, coming from the engineering colleges, joining and doing energetically, going by chopper in the morning or by boat to unmanned platform to analyze the wells, like that.
Well, while you're saying that, I was just trying to visualize all of that, and it sounded like a movie plot. You're going from a helicopter.
I'll someday would like to share the videos also, which I have.
Wow. Wow. I'm sure they must be fascinating. I mean, it's really exciting. Even while you're saying it, it is
And
actually,
we have more than 300 platforms in offshore, western
right,
offshore.
right, right.
Yeah, basically around 140 kilometers. Yes.
Right, right. It is absolutely clear that those challenging conditions demanded a strong and adaptable leader. And the most important part, I believe, as you have been rightly saying, that you're young, energetic, but I believe it is all about wanting to do these things, which I think comes to you very naturally as far as this particular job is concerned.
Yes, sir. We were quite enthusiastic. Whatever job was assigned to us, we will just, our boss used to be, they were at that time the field production superintendent. Now it is as per mandatory director, this DGMS, mine safety,
Uh-huh.
OIM, they are called oil installation managers. They were
Right.
head of the platform. They will say, just go to the unmanned, do this, do that. They will just rush to it with our spanners and dangaries and this thing. Accidents
Hmm.
do happen. At that time, I still remember it was year 91. One
Hmm.
chopper went into the sea. I still remember one of my batchmate, he got died. So it was
Oh,
from MSV crane, it was lifted from the subsea. I still, picture is clear in my mind. So these
my-
challenges are there. Many accidents, you remember BHN accident happened in
yes.
2000. The offshore environment is very critical. But anyhow, for
Right.
energy security of the country, we are going to be third biggest economy, and we have become the second biggest number of energy this consumption.
Right.
Is why, however, we are not fulfilling our demand. Only 87% is imported. We are only 13% doing it.
Right, absolutely. You mentioned ExxonMobil. Being chosen by ExxonMobil as the integrity advisor for the Sakhalin project speaks volumes about your expertise and leadership in the field.
Right, sir.
Could you share? Yeah.
So we have this subsidiary called ONGC Videsh Limited.
Mm-hmm.
We have around in more than 20 countries. We have the field like Sakhalin in Russia, then Venezuela, then Sudan, where offshore people, ONGC people are sent on deputation. All production. I am from production discipline. So my CV was selected by what happened in Sakhalin due to the war. This ExxonMobil, it was a joint venture between ONGC Videsh, this ExxonMobil American company, and Japan and Russia. Now ExxonMobil was the major stakeholder. They exited. So Government of India said to ONGC to send your people over there, take their stake. So my CV out of 10, my CV was selected. One hour interview took place. ExxonMobil, I got selected as integrity advisor based on my experience of IMR, inspection, maintenance, repair. My order was there, but however, we could not be sent over there due to the war. So it was restricted to office. We had to do the analysis and everything. But somehow now presently that field has come into the dividend form. That is, ONGC people are not there. We are getting, ONGC is getting the dividend, but supposed to be posted over there. So based on my experience, I got selected over there. So it was fortunate. Otherwise, it's very difficult to get the foreign assignment in ONGC Videsh. You have to spend a lot in office. I was directly selected for this post.
Absolutely fascinating, sir, to hear how your work on such a significant global project influenced your approach to industry standards.
Structural analysis and this offshore structure experience.
Another facet is presenting at international conferences like World CorCon places you in the center of global discussion on corrosion and deep water challenges, areas that are critical to the industry, obviously. Could you share? Yeah.
CorCon 2000, sir, I was posted, and we have got an institute, R&D institute called Institute of Oil and Gas Production Technology, and Institute of Engineering and Ocean Technology in Panvel, Mumbai, near Mumbai. Now, both combined presently, they are known as Institute of Petroleum Exploration and Ocean Technology. So I was, for a 3 years period, 2008 from Assam to 2011, posted to IOGPT. There I did the research job. I was posted in deepwater group. And on deepwater metallurgy, I was in the corrosion section. So metallurgy, I did a lot of research job also, and on-field experience also. Like when the water cutting takes place in offshore wells, it becomes, scales are very hard. So we found a solution. It was pumped, and then we could clear the tubing. And we studied and made presentation on that, what metallurgy is suitable for deep water, like Krishna. So on that, I presented a paper in CorCon 2009. Latest also, on based my IMR experience, my paper was selected in the IOGP in USA, but company has a rigid policy. In February, I have to present a paper selected, but very minutely, it is basically scrutinized, and the government policy, and very few people are sent abroad. So unfortunately, I did not go there. But that paper I presented 2009.
Wow, great. On the same line, sir, could you share how engaging with professionals from around the world and presenting your insights has influenced your perspective on advancements and innovations across the oil and gas sector?
Yes, sir. We get to know very basically many technologies. ONGC is also adopting many technologies. Like in IMR, I was there. It was a very challenging job. One, BHN accident happened, and that platform collapsed. So nearby unmanned platform, number Foxtrot is a very old platform, more than 50 years old. So it has to be protected by installation. There were very iron mass was there. So divers, they cannot. What we do, the corrosion affects them. So we, as a result, we install, divers go there. They install cathodic protection bracelet anode. In that case, we did not do. So we were looking for some technology. So we interacted with this Lockheed Martin technology, VTA, that a vertical tension anode, a sort of technology. One company is there, IEV, Malaysian company. So I interacted with them. They gave a presentation to them. We adopted that technology, And then we were into that job to protect that platform. So this helps cross-functional attending their program, and we have attended many programs over here also. So it helps a lot. Sharing.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. I mean, the power of collaboration, the power of
adopting
knowledge
new
sharing.
technology. Yes, sir.
Right, right. Definitely does work. As you look ahead with such a wealth of experience in the oil and gas industry, what are some of the goals or challenges you are excited to explore next?
Like, sir, presently I am in the job of this logistics. We have offshore logistics. So basically being a production engineer, however, it is a basically offset job. That is, I'm managing offshore supply chain. Basically, we have got new port come up, Karanja port. So I'm maintaining that supply chain through deployment of ONGC vessels. So our company is venturing into sea. We have to see for the energy security of the country. Now we are going into the subsidiary has been fought as a green energy. You must have heard about NTPC. Now ONGC has also created a separate subsidiary, ONGC Green. So a few people have been posted in Delhi. So for energy security, we are venturing into green hydrogen, like that. So I'm looking. It's a very exciting prospect, and because fossil fuel is there, no doubt about that. But some limitations are also there. Now venturing into field have become aged. Mumbai High was discovered in 74. Since 50 years, it has become. Bassein field is also getting depleted. So we are only able to our nation. We can, as a ONGC, we are contributing over 70%. But however, the whole we are contributing only 13%.
Right.
7 we are importing. So for as our Honorable Minister, Mr. Gadkari also said, we have to go for the EVs and all. So we are going for the renewable energy also. That is a very exciting prospect.
Right. So do you see yourself bringing your expertise to a strategic level, perhaps even advising or guiding from the boardroom?
Yes, sir. I'm looking for some sort of consultancy also based on my experience. Because I have experience of offshore as well as onshore. I worked in Assam also. Then I worked in R&D Institute. I have a varied experience of over 34 years. In offshore, I was myself posted in offshore for 4 years in the ground level. I can visualize what is happening over there. Then I have got this experience of working in the head office, corporate level also, and then R&D Institute also. Then I worked in subsea structure. Basically, that IMR is a very critical section. Inspection. Whole gamut of operations of offshore, they depend upon IMR. We have got more than 300 offshore platforms. Now the maintenance of the subsea structure is the responsibility of IMR to take the third-party certification. So I've got that much experience. So I am looking for that in case if I get, I may go for some sort of consultancy also. And presently I'm involved in logistics. It's also very important. We have got our own port, Nhava Sheva field, which is to the western offshore. We have the new fields in January, which I am then charge operations of Karanja. JNPT.
Great. I'm 100% sure
of experience, you can say. Not only offshore R&D Institute, as well as this thing, onshore, and as well as logistics, as well as subsea.
Absolutely.
In ONGC also, whoever juniors are, they are not afraid to ask me, and also I'm a daily basis sharing them and trying to grooming them, mentoring them sort of. We have a also succession planning sort of.
And that's really a nice part. I mean, that's the hallmark of a leader, where he's not just, I mean, on one end he's learning and acquiring all that knowledge and experience, and on the other hand he's also disseminating it. He's also ensuring that people should know about these experiences so that they learn from it. That's absolutely great, sir.
Sir, I was fortunate in the sense that I got to work in basically ONGC is a basically multidisciplinary team. You can see we have got chemistry people also. We have got geophysics, geology. Then we have got engineers. Some are posted in drilling. Some are posted in maintenance and production, and some are throughout posted in plants. So they just don't get to see the well. I got the opportunity to work everywhere, sort of.
Everywhere, right.
So I can visualize. There are very few people. There are many people like me, but very you can say unlucky people also who are only working at the one place. So you can say they get the experience of only one place.
Right. Absolutely.
We have varied experience on ONGC. You can gain as much as you can. And company is very grateful. I'm grateful to the company also that you can learn as much as you can.
Absolutely,
There's
absolutely.
no stopping you.
Obviously, it also depends on the willingness of the candidate. I mean, it's an ocean out there. It is up to you as to how much do you
Yeah,
want
how much you
to.
can gain and how
Right.
much you can apply on your job also itself.
Absolutely, absolutely. Mr. Mishra, environmental safety is something which is always talked about, especially with your industry. And currently, it is not just a topic of discussion, but something which is really staring in our face. And with environmental safety being a core part of your work in SAR, gas, and offshore operations, how do you see ESG principles influencing the oil and gas industry, particularly in production and infrastructure maintenance?
So in ESG, that is environment and safety governance, we have a clear cut policy that whatever is there, we don't burn extra, except for technical flaring, we don't do that. We don't send the gas into the atmosphere. It is restricted. And
Right.
before not more than 10 ppm cannot be sent into the whatever the wastage is effluent is coming here, it cannot be just sent into the sea. In onshore also, we have got effluent disposal wells. So we have a clear cut policy. Whatever the waste is coming from the oil field, I was posted as installation manager. Whatever effluent was there, we used to dispose it, and it used to be disposed in the effluent disposal wells. We have got basically this effluent treatment plants over there.
Right.
So clear-cut policy is there, and we have got separate HSC policy. We have got corporate safety and always safety. We have got 10 safety rules are also there, and always safety governance is there. Separate corporate safety is there, which is based in Delhi and in every region. We have got east, west, north, south, everywhere ONGC asset-based concept is there. Like in Mumbai, MR region, we have got Mumbai asset, Neelam Mira asset, Bassein and satellite. We have corporate offshore safety. One person designated as chief offshore safety, responsibility for those. In my section also, we have got a separate HSC section. They give the safety briefings, send people on the safety training, first aid, all those things. So he is very conscious about that. That the environment should be safe. And we have got QHSE audit. Initially for a period also, I was looking at QHSE, and safety environment, when I was on IOGPT. So we have to get the certificate, or this labs were NABC credited.
I mean, no doubt, it is not just, I mean, no longer, a tick mark item on anybody's chart. It is definitely something which, and I believe oil and gas
safety audits are being done by OISD is also there. They are also watching it. Like I'll tell you in the IMR section, I'll tell you what might be one of the biggest challenges for ONGC faced. Got the platform installed in 76. Now their initial life of installation is 20 years. But you are taking the oil production. Now 20 years, life is over. But you are taking production. So the platform, initially they are having initial fit for purpose certificate by third party like RENA, DNV, VV, all those worldwide companies. They are hired by NGC. They get the inspection report by the divers, our section. Then these reports are reviewed by these inspection companies. They provide the certificate of fitness. Now, when the design life was over, there was a new concept called requalification. That means life extension. You just cannot decommission those platforms. It's very costly. We are taking production from the last 50 years. Mumbai High, Offshore, all those, they are still producing. So what happened in 2011? Our chairman said, no, we have to do this requalification. So we contacted DNV. Our institute was there, IoT, Institute of Engineering Ocean. I, as an initiative, took that challenge, and we invited a tender. And what happened? Life extension is a certain procedure. That means we have to do the structural analysis. Jacket can wear a certain load. 1,000 tons. If you are adding any additional riser, any modification, you have to do the structural analysis. Software, you have to analyze the jacket, how much load it can take, and some structure, how much you can remove. And their marine growth is there, that shells were they all get stuck to it, and they increase the load. So that life is to be extended by removal of those things. It's a basically analysis job. Report is analyzed. Then based on that, you have to do certain job like structural strengthening. So we did that job in 2016, structural strengthening. Like jacket is there, and they are all the members. They are very stressed. Sometimes they become stressed. So we have to pump the high cement, high pressure cement into that. Then these
Right.
companies again review the report and then they give the certificate. It was quite challenging. First time it happened in India. So Nautic is the worldwide company which does that. So that is why it is also, you just simply cannot leave that platform. You are still producing it, but you have to enhance the life of the jacket. Now we have got more than 200 jackets requalified. It's
Wow.
easy. EIL is also experienced. So the first time EIL did in 2016. I was in IMR, so I got appreciation from management also for this.
Great, great, great. It is absolutely enlightening to see how much value ESG principles bring to complex fields like oil and gas.
Yes,
It is really heartening to see that everybody at ONGC or in the oil and gas industry is pretty sensitized towards this entire concept of ESG and environmental safety, of course. Moving on to the last question of the podcast, sir. How has your experience with Directors Institute been so far? And are there any insights or skills you have gained that you find especially valuable?
Yes, sir. Actually, I used to get in my mail
Mhm.
from mails from especially from Director Institutes way back 1-2 years back.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I got through, read it, then I thought because I'm at the fag end of the career, my
Okay.
financial due next year. So I thought it's a good opportunity for me to enhance my knowledge and maybe if I get the opportunity to serve the nation, being independent director of all those companies, because we have a board and we have also some independent directors in our company. So it has enhanced, truly enhanced me. But however, initially I was not able to. I joined, I think, in July because my this present nature of job, 24/7, 365 days. It's very difficult to get time. However, I am still going through it. I've gone through one book, IDP books, and then I'm in the process of completing these modules also.
Right, right.
Going through the videos, and I've attended lectures of Mr. Sundaresan. Is a very nice, very knowledgeable person.
Right.
His lectures quite interesting. Companies Act, and yesterday I also got hold of the Companies Act 2013. This thing. So I've done MBA in finance also. So I remember and executive MBA. So it basically enhances your knowledge, and it is quite helping me a lot. Based my technical knowledge and this, they may guide. I'm sure that it will enhance my knowledge.
Mr. Mishra, thank you so much for your candid and insightful responses. It's been a privilege hearing about your journey and the impact of your work in the oil and gas industry. We at Directors Institute wish you continued success and fulfillment in all your future endeavors.
Thank you, sir. Many thanks to you, sir, for giving me an opportunity, and to Directors Institute also. It's a wonderful experience for me, and I'm going through it. Recently, I'm just sparing my time, sparing some time. I'm going through the books. 4 books. I've just finished one book. 4 books are left, and I'm just likely to finish the modules by tomorrow. So it's quite interesting, you know. It's new to me and very interesting. And this thing, I'm happy.
Absolutely.
I'm very lucky, and it's fortunate that I joined this.
Wow, wow, wow. The pleasure is all ours, sir, and thank you. Thank you for being here, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
That brings us to the end of today's episode. We look forward to sharing more stories and valuable insights from exceptional leaders like Mr. Mishra in our next episode. Until then, keep making an impact and finding inspiration in every step of your journey. This is Rajesh Joshi signing off. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.